Howdy. This time I'm looking at Revenge of the Fallen Jolt, a character that doesn't get much screen time in the movie itself. I honestly hope they do more with him in the sequel. His alt mode is a blue variant of the upcoming Chevy Volt. The actual car won't be out until 2010, and if anyone's wishing it was sooner, I can't blame them, because it's a really cool looking car. And this toy is faithful to the actual model, in terms of proportions and details. That includes the Chevy symbol on the front, and the Volt logo on the back. There are two colour variants of the actual car that I'm aware of. Of course there's the blue one, and then there's a silver variant. While we may get such a repaint at some point, the blue on this one looks very nice. And some of the plastic appears to have a shine to it. So imagine what a premium paint job would be like. Also, the black, along with the silver, yellow and red paint apps, all contrast really well. Like a lot of the Autobot cars, Jolt doesn't do much here. But one problem I have is this huge seam running down the middle. It hurts the appearance, which is a pity because it's otherwise one of my favourite movie alt modes of all time. Despite all these simplistic looking panels, Jolt has a fairly involved transformation. And it's not that frustrating either. But the instructions need to be ignored in places, which I'll get to. The robot mode has its fair share of good and bad points. One thing I definitely like is the electrical theme. It's appropriate since the actual car is a plug-in hybrid. You've got the all-spark or electric blue used for some of his joints, which fits the theme and contrasts well against all this dark blue. I also like how the chest is translucent. You can imagine seeing where he processes his energy. Jolt also looks very youthful, but that's mainly due to his proportions and head sculpt, which is shaped a bit like Beast Wars Depth Charge. His arms look a bit stiff though. The instructions tell you to fold his feet this way, but I don't like how this foot rests on this tab. So, as with a lot of reviewers, I position them like this. Also, like a lot of reviewers, I arrange these panels differently. In my case, I rotate them behind his backpack. It's nice when you have options, eh? The Kibble is my biggest issue with this figure. It's distributed evenly, and some of it, if positioned as such, adds to the look of the mode. But some pieces are just bolted to his limbs and can't be folded out of the way like with some figures. The worst cases are these leg panels that look like they'll break if handled the wrong way. Don't be fooled though, he's got plenty of articulation in his limbs, and he even has waist rotation. But his head is blocked by this grey piece, and when I move the arms, the backpack lifts up, because it doesn't actually lock down, which can get really irritating. As for weaponry, Jolt has his flip-out electro whips, which are appropriately coloured electric blue. For safety reasons, they're fairly short and are made of plastic instead of rubber, so they store away easier in car mode. Maybe painters can touch these up to make them look even more electric. Overall, Jolt is one of the better deluxes, with an excellent car mode and a decent robot mode too. If the Kibble issues were gone, he could have been excellent all round, but he's still worth picking up. Next I'm reviewing Revenge of the Fallen Dead End, the repaint of Sideways.